All right, maybe if I'm seated, take three. So ask and ye shall receive. This is going to be a triple header. I will stamp it up afterward. I'll put a time stamp before each game. So if there's just any one game that you want to check out, but I guess probably the best way to show the three games coming up would be to look at the pre-game stuff, which I have on this dry erase sheet of loose leaf. So I had this for a little while and just opened it today, actually. Anyway, that's here nor there. So the three games that I have lined up here are Montreal at Toronto. It's the Montreal Canadiens from 1947. The Montreal Canadiens that won a title, actually won the Stanley Cup when I did the full season replay for 1947 with Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey. They were up against the 1961 Toronto Maple Leafs here, and then it will be the 57 Boston Bruins against the 51 Detroit Red Wings, followed by the 67 Chicago Blackhawks up against the 58 New York Rangers. So, and the pregame math's been worked out, so I guess probably to focus on the first one here. I also sort of tacked on or added in at the end there the team's records after 6 games. Montreal comes into this with a record of 3-3, so they're perfectly 500. Toronto, somewhat surprisingly, a game below 500, but of course, with a win here in a game in which they are favored, they can get themselves back to 500 and knock the Canadiens a game below 500 in doing so. I just do 60 minutes. I don't do overtime, so obviously a straight tie is also a possibility. I don't do the extra point nonsense or anything like that, nor did they in this era, really, this original six era. So we'll talk about these games more when they come up, but back to this one here. Scoring chances are on a roll of 11-26. That math has arrived at because adding these four numbers up and getting 54, 11-26 here is going to be the chances for the game. So it could be a somewhat chancy game. It's going to be 24 for the second and 32 for the third. And Toronto, being the stronger team at home and just a stronger team overall here. And also they played in a better year. Their normalization score is 21. Actually, 4 of 6 teams have normalizations of 21. So Montreal, they won the Stanley Cup when I replayed the season, but of course all of those teams would have been normalization 19. So the normalization's been a small factor here. This is a 30-24 matchup for Toronto, where otherwise it would have been a 28-26. It would have been closer. Toronto, as a result, going into it here with a .555, that equates to a 21-52. Should a scoring chance come up, so if an 11-26 is rolled initially, on the follow-up roll, using the 2d6 from 21-52, that means that it will be Toronto's chance. Therefore, Montreal would have a chance from 11-16 or 53-66. And I'll talk more about these games when I come to them, when I get to them. But I'm also all about offering lame excuses. So I will say this, because I know I've not played this game much, and there's been a lot of start-stop to this project. I think that with the Eternal Six, and then also I finished the 63, but I was, at least for a while, I was posting updates from the season on Delphi. And so a lot of the same teams and the same players. I think it's possible that I experienced at least mild original six burnout, at least for a little while. So I was thinking about this last night. I already have the remedy to that. I have a certain other project that I've wanted to get on the go for a little while that has 8 WHA teams and Doc Hockey. So I think probably before long I'm going to get a start on that one as well. And then that'll be kind of the quick play one that will be, again, it will feel like something different to this one. But that being said, I'm quite sure that as I'm playing this game today, I'm going to have moments mid-game where I'm just going to sort of ask myself, like, why haven't I played this in so long? And I do that with other hockey games that I enjoy that I haven't played in a while as well. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if that happens here. Another thing, too, that I should point out is I'm quite rusty. I've not played it in a little while. I did... I've not played it. Well, I have been playing it offline, but I've not played it offline or online for a little while. So there is that. I'm gonna keep score, and I'm gonna play it back afterward for player stats. So I might actually lose track of how many points certain players have in the game. I'll try to keep track in my head. But as I think Steve Towers said best a while ago, I think it might have been in a Digital to Dice interview where he talked about that the moment the camera goes on, 10 IQ points are lowered. And I'm not saying that, that I'm some smart cookie. Those are actually 10 points that I could use that I badly need. And I would add to that, on top of that, just my everyday nature, kind of the bit of anxiety socially. I would add another 5 or 10 to that on top of that. So anyway, lame excuses aside, let's get this underway. We're just over 5 minutes into it now, so consider that the pregame. We're going to get things started here. So the way that it works, I'll pleach a little bit for game one. Because of this white 5, I'm moving 3 minutes. And because of the 15, actually, I have a scoring chance right away as well. So in the follow-up roll, here's a 33. That falls into that 21 to 52 range that I showed for Toronto. So the Maple Leafs could have a goal here a few minutes in, but the 4 and the 3, the 7, I know that will not be a goal, so I'm going to keep going with it. And so 31, actually, no, correct that. I'm going to stay in the same minute, but it needs to be 26 or below. So 54, we're going to get a couple of inactive minutes here. We're up to minute 5 here. And with that 6, we're going to be up to minute 8 as well. So 16, we will get another chance here, 11 minutes in, just over halfway through the first period. And with that roll of 12, actually, that means that it will be Habs' chance, but the 5 and the 1 means that the Habs haven't scored either here. So another couple of minutes come off the clock there because of the white 3, I would tick 2 minutes off the timer. And there was no chance there because it was above 26. 2 more minutes coming off now, so we're up to minute 15, 5 to go here in the opening frame. And 46, that's going to be another chance the Leafs way. And with the 2 and the 5 again, so no dice here with these dice. It's going to be 2 more coming off the clock here with the white 4 as well. So 3 minutes to go here, 41, another chance. Chances, I think, by my count have been 3-1 Toronto. And at least 3-1 Toronto. And finally, they strike here late in the first period. The Toronto Maple Leafs will get the time of the goal here. I'm going to say 16. 16 minutes even, actually. I subtract 1 from the D6. So 16 minutes even there. Toronto has scored the goal. And the goal scorer, let's get him first. It's going to be a 6-1-3 here, which will equate either to Jack McMillan or Eddie Shack. I'll go even Shack, odd McMillan. So it's going to be Eddie Shack there with that follow-up roll of a 0. Clear the track for Eddie Shack. Let's get the number of assists here. That's going to be 1 assist on the goal. It is Eddie Shack from 563, and 563 is also Eddie Shack. So rather than say individual effort, unassisted goal, I'm going to re-roll 153 here. That's going to be Bob Nevin. Shack from Nevin at 16 minutes even. We have a 1-0 Toronto Maple Leafs game late in the first. We're going to get another chance here with just over a minute to go, let's say 64. So Montreal with the chance to tie the game. The 4 and the 5 means that no, they won't. But we're going to stay in the with just over a minute to go here in 44. So the Maple Leafs now back the other way after Montreal missing on their chance to tie. It is Toronto. Big save there from Johnny Bauer. The Maple Leafs at the other end, riding the momentum of that big save. They've managed to make this a 2-0 game now. And we'll get the time of this one. It's going to be 18 and some change. 18:38 to be exact there. So a hot minute here, just over a minute to go. And the goal scorer for the Maple Leafs this time, we're looking to 5:45. 5:45 being Billy Harris. Almost Eddie Shack again, but not quite. 5 and 1, yeah, so that's going to be... That's a straight 2d6 roll, so we got 2 assists on the goal. 245 here for the primary assist who is 245? Sorry, Bert Olmsted there with the primary assist. And the secondary helper, we're looking to 162. 162 is going to be Nevin with another assist. So it was Billy Harris there from Olmsted and Nevin. Time of the goal, 18:38. And I have 1 die too many. So 2 more minutes now. I'm just going to go 1 minute into the second period now. And with the 26 here, so 3 more minutes now. 26 will mean another chance here. 46, so it's a chance for the Maple Leafs to really put this one away. With the 4 and the 1, they're certainly going to make a big bid trying to do so there. They score with that, and it's so it's 3-0 here for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Time of this goal, early in the second period here, so 14 at 3:14, 3:14. And this time scoring for Toronto, we got a 3:21 is Bert Olmsted. So Olmsted picking up his second point here in the game. And there will be 1 assist on Olmsted's goal. That 1 assist, we look 3:34 is going to be Dave Keon. So Olmsted from Keon here, 3:14 in. 3-0 Toronto is the score. And 3 more minutes coming off the clock now. We're up to minute 7. Up to minute 10, so midway through regulation time, and there is no overtime. We'll get a chance. 16, sorry, that's a follow-up 16. That's going to be a chance for Montreal here to get on the board, which they do. So 3-1 here. Montreal scores. Actually, I should maybe try to sound like a homer announcer. Score. Colorado, Mark Mosher. Score. they score. The other team scored. Anyway, enough of that self-amusement. So I should get the time first, but I already rolled the 3. So 564. I don't want to take a goal away from George Allen, Hall of Famer, and not a Hall of Famer for scoring many goals. So Allen here picking up the goal. Let's actually probably forget to roll the time and roll it straight through. So 2 assists on the goal there. 232. That's going to be one of the punchline. Toe Blake. Allen from Toe Blake, that's apropos actually, in 351. Another defenseman, perhaps Leo Gravel. So no, it's going to be Allen from Blake and Gravel. Time of the goal is that's a 7, so 06, 9:06 here in the second period, and we're going to get 3 more minutes coming off the clock. Now we're up to 13:07 to go in the second, and with about 6 to go in the second, maybe just over it here, 33 chance for the Leafs to retake a 3-goal lead, which they do. And there is the close game factor actually for 5 of the 6 teams in this is 9. So there will be no close game factor in the third period. The Maple Leafs now up by 3. So 48 is going to be the time of the goal here. So 13:48, scoring the goal for Toronto. That's a 6:52. That's going to Bob Pulford. So Pulford, 2 assists on Pulford's goal. The first one, 3:46. That goes to Dick Duff. Pulford from Duff. The secondary assist, 3:62. Did I just roll that? 3:62. Kelly, actually, I'm going to give it to Kelly. I won't do the even odd because Duff got the other assist. So Pulford from Duff and Kelly here at whatever time I said it was. I think 13:38 or something like that. Okay, so 2 more minutes off the clock now. We're up to 4 to go here in the second. We stay in the same minute because the white one means that you don't actually advance a minute. So another minute, though, just over 3 to go here in the second. And 52, 21 to 52, that is the edge of Toronto's range in the 5 and the 4. They don't score on it anyway. So another minute, though, and another chance here. The defensive lapses late in the second, 25. That's a Maple Leafs chance again. 4 and 3 means that Bill Durnan has come up with the save. And so basically I'm going to, that's 2 minutes advance. So to kick off the third period here, 2 more minutes go off the clock. So 18 minutes to go here in the game. And with 2 more minutes there, 16 minutes to go here. Montreal and Toronto, 52-52. That is Toronto again. Yeah, that's at the edge of their range. And then the 42, that means no goal scored here in period 3. But we're going to stay in the same minute. 16, it's going to be Montreal back the other way. And the 2 and the 1 in the third period. Anyway, I'm so programmed for the close game factor, but again, it's the 9-9. Don't want to start panicking on camera. Might be inevitable. Anyway, it's another minute here off the clock. Yeah, Montreal unsuccessful on their bid there, so 3 more off the clock now with that roll of a 46, and it's chanceless. 9 minutes to go here in the game. Toronto up 4-1 here, comfortable lead, and 2 more off the clock. Montreal with little pushback here, so now 4 minutes to go here in period 3. And we're going to stay here, but 31 doesn't qualify for a chance. So another couple of minutes here off the clock. I don't know, do you pull the goalie down 3? According to Mike Owens' rules, you don't. So I'm going to say a chance here in the final minute. And that's the Toronto chance anyway. And a Toronto there, so they're just adding to their lead, adding and padding here at the final minute. Whoops, not 6. I'm not going to credit them with 2 goals there. But 5-1 could very well be the final score. Let's see how much time to go here. 28, so 19:28. And let's see, 2:44 this time scoring for Toronto. Bob Nevin, 3-point night there for Bob Nevin. 3 points and 5 goals is pretty good. 2 assists there on it, so we got a 6:54 for the primary assist there. That's going to Bob Bond, actually. And the secondary, that is 5:36. I feel like I rolled that before for somebody. That's going to be Billy Harris there, picking up another point tonight as well. He is 1-1 for this game. Anyway, I suppose one more roll, because that's, the Mike Owens. Okay, so actually, but no, the 2, I'm going to take 1 minute ahead. So I'm going to call this game off. Executive decision here, 5-1 game, not close enough. I suppose that I kept rolling like 11s or something, and then Montreal could get chances in the follow-up, and they could come back. But let's face it, it's not happening here, even for this Habs fan. So game 1 ends there. The final score, 5-1 Toronto. And I think I got that game underway at about 5:08 into this video, so I'm going to try time stamping here, so it just makes it easier for me afterward. So Toronto and Montreal is done. Toronto improves to 3-3-1. Montreal falling to 3-4, but Boston and Detroit are up. All right, so appropriately there, I'll change the scoreboard out, and so Boston on the road, record of 2-2-2 coming into this, and score of 21. That gives them a +1. It's not going to give them a whole heck of a lot though against a very strong 51 Detroit team. Probably favored to win the whole thing, and coming into this with a record of 5-1. 5 of those wins have been achieved all in a row. They lost game 1 of the season, a tight 2-1 verdict defensive. I think I have that in the channel, actually. They've won every game since then offline. So I don't know, maybe they, similar to me, maybe they're kind of camera stricken and they won't perform as well on camera, let's say. Let's add to this narrative and try to get one going. But it's, 21-20 here for the normalization. So Boston's helped a little bit by that, but definitely not nearly enough. Detroit coming into this with a scoring chance range here, 15-53 and 11-24. So this could be a defensive one-sided one as well there. So anyway, away we go with it. We have 3 minutes coming off the clock for this one. I got to remember now, 24 and below and not 26 here in the first period. So we will get a chance here. Up to minute 4:46, it will be a Red Wings chance. Surprise, surprise, 5-1. They don't score on it. So 3 more minutes coming off the clock there. Boston able to stave that off initially. And 31, so we're going to stay in the same minute, but it's not going to be a chance. So up to 10 now. And let's see here, 13. I think I started to say I'm a bit rusty here, might make some mistakes, but make no mistake, I'm having fun with it anyway. So it's up to 16 here. So fast moving first period here, 18, a lot of high rolls there. Well, okay, so yeah, we're going to say that it's a scoreless opening frame here between these teams. Even 25, that is one above where it needs to be. And another 25 there, I swear I shook. So 6 minutes now into period 2. Game time there for the other one was just over 9 minutes. And again, I've not played it in a while. 13, we will get the game's first chance or second chance? Second chance is right. I think Detroit had one pretty early. And 23 means that Detroit has another one, 15-53 being their range. 4-2, however, means they don't manage to score on it. Terry Sawchuk, a young Terry Sawchuk, having a good game against an even younger Terry Sawchuk. Anyway, so 36, yeah, that's going to be 3 more minutes. Now we're just over halfway through regulation, and this game is still scoreless. And we're going to stay in the same minute. We will get a chance at least here. 63, finally, the Bruins with a chance. And the 4 and the 1, Boston has taken a 1-0 lead. Detroit just evidently doesn't like being in the limelight. Now that I've said that, we're going to get like another 5-1 verdict for Detroit. But the Boston Bruins have scored here. Time of this goal, 55, so here at 10:55, and scoring for the Bruins, 363. 363 is Vic Stasiuk, and on Stasiuk's goal, we're going to have 2 assists. Stasiuk, I think he's doing, I can double check the spreadsheet, but I think he's doing pretty well. Actually, I can do that. I can do it live. Stasiuk, that'll be his, it would make the video longer, but I could, add a little bit more to it. There's just out of frame here, the spreadsheet. The Google sheet. So it's Stasiuk's 3rd goal, and again, the season is only 6 games old, so pretty good. And I'm doing a 30-game season. Each of these teams will play one another 6 times before they meet, potentially for a best of 7. And so Stasiuk could be scoring at a 15-goal clip in a 30-goal season. That's pretty good. Anyway, 155 for the assist there goes to Leo Labine. I think he's doing pretty good as well. That's his 6th point. And 532 is going to be Fleming McKell. I could even update it on the spreadsheet, but I'm not going to bother now. That'll make this video too long. But guess it didn't hurt there to stop and explain. So 61, there's going to be no chance and also no time advanced. But 6 minutes to go here in the second period now. And 3 minutes to go here in the second period, roughly, where we're going to get a chance here just about the final minute here of period 2. Detroit looking to tie, but the 63 again. It's Boston with the chance in the 1 and the 6. They don't score on this one to add to their lead. So we're going to the third period now. Detroit has 19 minutes to try to get something done, and they've got a chance here 2 minutes into period 3 with that roll of a 22. But the 12, it's going to be Boston. Boston here with the 2 and the 4, so unable to take advantage. But what a tight, low-scoring encounter this one is here, where we're going to get another chance. 5 into the third period. And 56, it's Boston again. Damn it, it's Boston on this desktop. The Boston curse. Look at this. Boston here, primed to upset. I remember actually they played a video at the beginning of this project, somewhat sadly several months ago now, where I really thought that 67 Chicago would kick their ass, kick their donkey's cousin or whatever. And Boston ended up tying that game. It was like a 4-4 tie to kick off this project. Anyway, the Bruins have doubled their lead here. And so 58, I'm getting a lot of 8s with this D10 that I almost never use. 58, we'll take it. Let's see here. So 551 there scoring for the Bruins. That is going to be Fleming McKell. And he played for the Los Angeles Blades as well as 63, so I see his name with some fondness. The McCall, Maxwell, O'Ree, and those guys for the 63 LA Blades. Anyway, 62 is going to be 2 assists on the goal. That's the first I thought I'd try. It's going to be a 663 there, the primary assist. We are looking to Bob Armstrong here. Armstrong, since I have Boston in front of me, that's his 3rd point of the season so far, all assist. Armstrong, probably kind of a defensive defenseman. Remember, I wasn't around then. And to try to glean what I can, 233 is Real Chevrefil. I like the name even if I don't say it well. I still like it well. Anyway, so yeah, and that would be 5:58 at the time of the goal. So, and I can play the video back as well. I'm not going to repeat who scored in case I get it wrong. So 2 more minutes off the clock now. No chance, 2-0 here. Boston, another minute advancing. So with the next minute though, 12. Detroit's first chance in forever. And the 3 and the 1, the Red Wings do manage actually to get on the board here, and it's back to being a 1-goal game. So scoring for Detroit here, this critical goal, 16 here at the time of the goal, 8:16 for Detroit now, 4:55. 4:55, we are looking to Metro Prestai, another name that I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it well, but Metro here, he's doing well. That's his 4th goal already. And just dropped a 2 there, 2 assists on the goal. And the first going to 154. That's going to be top of the lineup. Even how odd, Lindsay. So it's Prestai from Lindsay. And the secondary assist there. There were 2 assists in the goal. 446 is going to be Jimmy Peters actually over from Montreal to Detroit. And it's suddenly a 1-goal game. So 11, we have another chance. Quiet game early. 66, it's Boston. Boston with the 2 and the 5, trying to add some insurance and unable to. 2 more, so we're going to get another chance now. Finally, this game is opening up here. 35, it's going to be the Red Wings now with a chance to tie. And the 4 and the 4, they do it. So a sigh of relief here at the Olympia. And Detroit has evened the score. Let's get the time of the goal initially here. It's going to be through 34, so at 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5:23 for the Red Wings, getting that equalizing marker. Jim McFadden, 3 or 4 years prior to this, had won the Calder Trophy. 6:54. Wait, did I do 6 and 5? I'm going to count the 6 and 5 and say McFadden unassisted and just give him his time in the spotlight there. So we have a 2-all game here. We're going to stay in the same minute. Now time's slowing down, lots of play stoppages, but we'll get a chance here with 4 minutes to go. 33, again, it's the Red Wings, and the Red Wings with the 2 and the 5. This game remains tied here. 2 more minutes now off the clock, 18. And okay, so that's it. The game's done. So we have a 2-2 final verdict here. Detroit, now they were down 2-0 at one point, so they managed to come back and salvage a point, but still without a win so far in games that I've put on video for this, despite being in first place. But hey, it's Boston, so Boston just seemingly can't lose on my desktop either. Anyway. Okay, so game 3 here of this triple header, and yeah. Nucks fan, since you asked nicely, Nucks fan did actually say please. Twice, I think. Anyway, here you go. Chicago, New York's going to be the final game of this doubleheader. That second game there, game 2, clocked in at just under 9 minutes. Yeah, so 8 minutes and some change again. First couple of periods went by. There were a few chances, let alone goals. Anyway, so 67 Chicago and a 58 New York up on tap now. But I should point out, yeah, Detroit's going to be 5-1-1 after what happened here. Whereas Boston now 3 ties in 7 games. They're going to go to 2-2-3. So a good neutralizing team there, the 57 Boston Bruins with Terry Sawchuk at the helm. Anyway, for this one here, 58 New York. Technically second in the NHL overall. I made these cards publicly available on Google Drive, but I have one mistake on the card is that they finished. I have it that they finished 3rd in the NHL that season. It was actually 2nd overall, so I just changed it with pen. Anyway, I think it's editable though if you download the file from Google Drive. It's a slides file. Anyway, so I'll have to look into that, I guess. 58 New York carrying a record of 2-4, and somewhat surprisingly, they were winless in their first 4. The 67 Chicago Blackhawks, and then they served Montreal a couple of defeats, as I recall. 11 to 32, this could be a higher scoring game, a more chance heavy game at least. 32 to 54, the Rangers will have that scoring chance. And again, they come into this with a slight disadvantage. I didn't put the end scores down here because they are the same, right? 21 and 21, so I just didn't bother with those. Here there's a difference, and here there's a difference, but here there isn't. And so also, what else I want to point out? Yeah, close game factor. This game will actually have one. Chicago being a -2 in period 3, the Rangers being a +2 in the third and final frame. Anyway, to get this one going, seems like that magnet was positioned oddly. I hope I played a full 60 minutes here for Game 2. Anyway, so to kick off Game 3, we're actually not advancing, and that's 2 white ones in a row here. So the 66, we're going to get 3 minutes here, and we're going to stay in the third minute. We will get our first chance. 32 to 54, that is the Rangers range. And the 1 and the 3, the Rangers have taken an early 1-goal lead here, maybe caught the Blackhawks flat-footed at MSG. And exact time of the goal here, another 8. So 38, so 2:38. And whoops, I should drop all 3. I'm going to count this, though. Don't waste rolls. So 1 assist on the goal. And the goal scorer here, 126. That should be a superstar. That's going to be Andy Bathgate. Bathgate with, has he scored? That's just his second goal. Bathgate, like kind of the Rangers themselves, off to a slower start. There's just 1 assist on the goal. So 4-1-2 here for that 1 assist is J.G. Gendron. So Bathgate from Gendron here. Time of the goal, 2:48. 1-0 New York. And we stay in the same minute. We're getting a lot of white ones here early. And what was I saying? Actually, there's going to be another chance here in the same minute, though. 34. That'll be the Rangers looking to score 2 quick goals, and the Blackhawks. But it is Denny DeJordy coming up with a save. But here, 5 minutes in, I did say this one could be chance heavy. We get another here, 35. Again, it's been all New York in the early going, the 4 and the 2. They don't manage to score there. 3 more minutes now. So time off the clock and nothing. We get another 3 minutes now. So about 9 minutes to go here in the third period. And now that I've said it's going to be chance heavy, we're missing out on the chances. Remember, 32 or below to get a chance. 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Now it's fast moving. And now just, as I say that, with about 3 to go, just over 3 to go in period 1. 31, so Chicago with a chance to tie. And the 5 and the 3, they do it. So the Chicago Blackhawks score here at MSG. And time of this goal, watch it end in 8. No, 4 now that I've said that. So 16:04. Scoring for Chicago, 6:45 is Lou Angotti. And assisting on Angotti's goal, 111, that's Stan Mikita. Angotti from Stan Mikita. And 261 is Pierre Palat. Makes sense to me. So we got a 1-all game here late in period 1 where we get another white one. We stay in the same minute. 3 more minutes now, so we're going to say we're kicking it off in the opening minute here of period 2 and 44. So a couple more minutes gone by now without anything happening. And another minute here and nothing. So 3 into period 2 now. So 3 more here, 6 minutes into period 2 and into minute 9. I hope, 32 or below. I hope I didn't miss a chance there. Sorry if I did. I don't think I did. Anyway, so just under halfway through regulation, and we get a 44. That's New York. New York with the 2 and the 4, unable to score. This game remains tied. So another minute here, exact midway point of the game, and another chance. 64, that's going to be a Blackhawks chance. And the Blackhawks with the 1 and the 3 have taken the 1-goal lead here in this game, their first lead here of the night. So Chicago scoring here just about midway through at time of the goal, 43-9-43 to be exact. And Chicago here, 5:25. That looks to be Ed Van Imp. Ed Van Imp. And his name gives me a chuckle because of his exploits with the Eternal 6. And, yeah, that was a dice fumble. So Van Imp, did I roll how many assists? We're going to say 2 if not. Anyway, 665, Van Imp here from Stapleton, and 533, the secondary is going to be Ken Hodge. Van Imp from Stapleton and Hodge. And time of the goal, I think I said 9:43. So 3 more minutes coming off the clock. Now we're up to minute 13 with the 35, no chance. And here, 6 minutes to go. So 43, that's going to be the Rangers with a chance to come back and tie. 4 and a 6, they score at Madison Square Garden. The Rangers have evened it up at 2. And just a few minutes later here, to be exact, 32 at 13:32. The score is now 2-2, scoring for the Rangers, 5:41. It's going to be Larry Popian. And with Two assists on his goal. Hopefully I didn't butcher his name too badly. 222. It is Camille Henry. Camille the Eel with the primary. In the secondary, we're looking 253. 253 is going to be the great Bill Gadsby. Okay, so let's continue with. I wonder how much he got that during his career, the whole Gadsby thing. Anyway, so we're up to 16 now. And we get another chance here, 22. That's going to be Chicago looking to take the lead back immediately, but they don't do it. Saved there by Gump Worsley. And 3 minutes to go here in the second period. And now, actually, we're going to be in the first minute here of the third period. I really hope I haven't missed a chance. Starting to get that silly feeling that I have. Anyway, it wasn't intentional. So 44 now, 17 minutes to go here in this tied affair. And we're up to 15 minutes now to go in the game. And we stay at 15 minutes to go in the game. So 12 minutes now to go in the game. And wow, so these teams are just fighting at nothing here. Okay, so now we're going to stay in the same minute with about 10 minutes to go. 63, that's the Blackhawks. And the Blackhawks with the 4 and the 1. Yeah, close game factor, nothing. A 5 is always going to be a goal. So Chicago strikes here with about 10 to go to take a 3-2 lead. They need to gut it out. This is what they needed to start doing during this start-stop campaign. Anyway, it's going to be 9-10 Chicago's goal here, taking the 3-2 lead. 133, that's Stan Mikita picking up another point here with the goal, assisting on Mikita's goal. 321 is Doug Jarrett. Stan Mikita from Doug Jarrett, and 163, if not Mikita, yeah, Ken Warren there, that works. Okay, so it was Warren back to Jarrett from the point. He faked the shot and passed it to Mikita in the slot, and we have, and I don't have to drop all three. So 9 minutes to go here. Anyway, 2 more minutes now off the clock, so we're down to 7 minutes. And we're going to stay with 7 minutes remaining thereabouts, but 3 more off the clock now. So Rangers quickly running out of time here at MSG. And yeah, so here with just about a minute to go here, there will be a chance, and then maybe New York will look to pull. 42, they might not have to. Can they tie? 3 and a 1 they do. They managed to tie it here at Madison Square Garden. Have they salvaged at least a point? So, let's see here. Time of the goal, 18:59. 18:59. Scoring for the Rangers, 2:45 is Camille Henry picking up another point in this contest here. And 3 and 6, just the 1 assist here. It was a stretch pass from Camille Henry. That doesn't quite work. It was a stretch pass from 513 Gadsby with another assist. He found Camille Henry wide open, his own real estate, his own area code up ice, and Camille Henry delivers the finishing touch on that one. We have a 3-all game, and let's see if this is a 1 or a 2, basically. Then I'm going to say there's another chance. It is a 2. We're going to have another chance here. I'm going to ignore that red 4, actually. So a 2. We're going to see another chance here because, yeah, 18:59. So another chance in the final minute. Another chance in the final minute. And that chance will go Chicago's way. Actually, they might get an empty netter here with the 1 and the 6. Double checking here on the chart because, again, it's been a little while. The 1 and the 6. That is going to be an empty net. Or wait. Sorry. Cancel that. This is a tie game. So the 1 and the 2, the chance, and that's going to be a save. That would not be an empty net. Sorry, but I am glad that I caught that. For some reason in my stupid little head, I thought it was still 3-2 for. I completely again. I tried to narrate the crap there out of Henry's late tying marker here at MSG on this desktop, and then forgot somehow that made the score 3-3. So what that would have been still was a chance, because the 12, it would have been a chance either way. 1 minute advanced and a chance, final minute of the game. And then the chance would have gone Chicago's way. And then it 1 and the 6. So let's see again. We might get a 0 minute. No, so that is game. I mean, even with the 32 being a chance, they've run out of time. So we get 2 ties here. I don't know. I mean, if you don't like ties and regulation, then I guess this is not the video for you. But again, I save overtime for sudden death in the playoffs. I'm just glad that I got through this without any interruptions with the camera. Sometimes we get emergency text, government stuff, for all kinds of things, completely unrelated, not to do with us. But, it is what it is. So, if that's my biggest problem of the day or whatever, then it's really, if that's the worst thing that happens to me all day, it's still going to be a pretty good one, right? So, Yeah, thank you for any time, any consideration that you give to anything like this. And it is nice to get some games by request on occasion. So feel free if you have a request. I might not do it right away, but I will have it in mind to do it at some point. Certainly, if I have the cards in season and set up in order to do so. Anyway, with that odd squeak that might have been picked up, that's I don't know, just outside the window. Bye for now.